Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to explain how to use and how to create a custom entity. To start off, I need to give you a little bit of background to understand how and why you'd want to use one. In our CRM we have contacts, companies, opportunities, and tasks, and that is what we call your core entities. These entities are the main framework of the CRM. With custom entities, you're able to create a new entity that you can use to have things be more specific or more defined. You can have different fields, labels, and new criteria that are specific to what you want. For example, we will be creating a custom entity for dental offices. So in this example, we can say we're a company that works with a lot of different types of health-related companies and want to have a specific area that is dental specific since they are the most we come in contact with. So we will go into the side menu, select Admin, and then select Manage Custom Entities. Next, we can click on the plus or add button to get started with the custom entity. Then we see the details that we need to fill out for our custom entity. We can start with core entity type, and like I mentioned before, this is with the core entities being contacts, companies, opportunities, and tasks. We need to select one, so for this example we are trying to create a custom entity for dental offices, so we can choose companies since that relates to it the most. After selecting that, you can see some other options appeared at the bottom. We will get to those shortly. Next, we will name our custom entity, which will be dental offices. Then we can give it a short description in the description box. Then we will select a form layout type, which in this case we can leave as default. Then we have the active status, which when turned on shows that the custom entity is on in the system. And when it is selected off, shows that the custom entity will be hidden. The last part is the Add Custom Entity Type to Quick Add, which puts this option in the top Quick Add button. If we scroll down a little bit, we can see the other options that are connected to a company-style custom entity. We have toggles that allow you to hide external links, hide source fields, and hide industry fields. That is solely based on what you're looking to do, so it really is up to you. Then we have Associate Entities, which allows you to connect sub-entities you've already created or other relatable entities. Then at the bottom in the defined fields to include, this is where you can add in specific fields related to your new custom entity. You will have the normal company fields plus whichever specific fields you create for the custom entity. In this example for dental offices, I know many offices have a health or department code, so we will go ahead and create one of those here. For the field name, it will be department code, and the field type can be input text. And then we will see a data type pop up, and we can select integer, which represents numbers. Then we have a few toggles, and again these are specific to your custom field, so feel free to select or deselect which ones work for you. Then we have a max and min length, which is how many max or minimal characters we want to provide for the number. Then a default value, which is a preset value that is defined. Placeholder, which adds in placeholder text inside the input field to help explain what to put in there. And help text is there if you want to provide a small description to help explain what the field does and what the field is. Then you can leave the layout as default. Then at the bottom you can see the add another link, which allows you to create another specific field for your custom entity. Feel free to create as many as you want, you just need to follow the same rules that we did above. Last but not least, we will click on Save to save the custom entity. Then we see our new custom entity has been created, and if you open the side menu, you can see the new option is there for you to use. So let's click on it and see how it looks. So we open the dental offices grid and see there's nothing. One, because we haven't configured the grid yet, and two, because there's no data inside. To configure the grid, we will click on Manage Columns, and then drag over the columns we want for the dental offices grid. And feel free to add in whichever ones you want. You can have a couple or all of them, it's up to you. Once you're done with that, then click on Save, and we will now see the grid columns appear, which look a lot nicer. Now we just need to put in data and the grid will take off. And one last thing before we go. You can go into the system settings in the admin settings and hide a core entity. In my example with dental offices, if I will only be working with dental offices, I can hide the company's tab or company grid and just have dental offices to help clean up and organize the CRM for yourself and for your other users. And that wraps it up. Hopefully you got a good understanding of how and why you'd want to use a custom entity. Thanks again for watching the video, and if you found this useful, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to know when a new video drops. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.